All right, what up, everybody? CGA Sports back in here. CGA Sports back in here, man. We back in here for the week one recap of the NFL season. You know, I did the prognostication this weekend, and a lot of brothers was congratulating me, and a lot of brothers was hating me. But most of my predictions have come closely to be true, although it is week one, too early to celebrate. There are some things that should be panicking. There are some people that should be panicking after this weekend. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the teams that should not worry about anything based on their performance. Then we're going to talk about the biggest surprises, the biggest losers, and the biggest winners from this weekend. And I know some people were making fun of me about one in particular team, but that team should be in the biggest winners for this week. So without further ado, today, what we're going to do is shout out to you brothers here. Yeah, where's my Raiders hat? I didn't even put my Raiders hat on, but I'm trying to be impartial. I'm an impartial fan, partial critic. Who should be upset with their performance? Who should be upset? So what we're going to do is let's go through the biggest surprise of the week. All right, the biggest surprises of the week today. Week one surprises, the Raiders. All right, shout out to the Raiders over here. We're going to go ahead and give it. All right, and even as a Raider fan, I will say that the biggest surprise from today's game or yesterday's game, let's give it. Raiders. All right, the biggest surprise is that the Raiders are at top the AFC West, 1-0, and all of the other three AFC West teams took a L. All right. Now, I know it's week one. This isn't the Super Bowl, but let's just say this. The Chiefs were supposed to beat the Lions. The Chargers were at home against the Dolphins. The Broncos, by many people, especially Raider haters, were supposed to beat the Raiders. So really, this should look like 1-0 everybody else and 0-1 Raiders. All right. Now, if that would have happened, ninjas would be laughing. All right. So really, it's supposed to be the opposite, where all the other teams were supposed to win. In fact, they were the favorite. Not only that, they were all at home. So all the home team lost, and the one road team, the Raiders, wins, and they're 1-0. So that is the big deal right there. That's one of the biggest surprises that the Raiders did pull it off. All right. The next surprise is the Chargers. All right. So the surprise is not that they had a comeback loss. That's par for the course. All right, the Chargers are good for a comeback loss. I mean, they are the choking San Diego Chargers. All right, they choke all the time. Okay, they choke all the time. So the Chargers, not only do they lose at home, which is always a road game for them, Miami fans turned up and turned out. Not only that, they actually had a comeback loss, and it was in spectacular fashion with a great long pass to Tyreek Hill. So I don't know how the defense gives that up when they're basically trying to get to the other end of the field at the 2-minute warning. And so then all they had to do was get a stop, and they could not even get a stop. All right. Miami proceeded to rip through them. And that pass that Tua made to Tyreek Hill, I mean, with the defender on him, that fade pass was spectacular. So Tyreek Hill ran all over them and made a spectacle of the Chargers. And the Chargers did exactly what we know them to do, is that's crumble at the last minute. Okay. All right, they are the choking ass Chargers. All right, Chargers will Chargers, and they stay charging. All right, yeah, it was a good game. Oh, the script writers. Okay, is this a Charger fan? So the Chargers are going to do that all season long, and they're going to do that in the playoffs. So we already know that that's going to happen. All right, so you got the Chargers choking. So that was a surprise, a home loss. The Kansas City Chiefs are your next biggest loser, especially with the injuries. You don't have certain people back. You don't have certain roles on the defensive end. You got Chris Jones missing. All right. You got the tight end missing as well. Big old L for the Kansas City Chiefs, but I don't think they need anything to worry about. Okay. Chargers fans stressing out. The Cleveland Browns, all right, a surprise at a W. The Cleveland Browns, their defense shows up. As I told you, their defense is stellar. Their defense shows up and they blank your boy. They blank your boy. They shut him down. And they should be, why are they not in the biggest? Oh, those are the biggest surprises. Okay, so the Browns showed up big time at home against the Bengals. But we knew the Bengals were suspect. All right. I had them up in the playoffs, but we know the Bengals are suspect. And we even acknowledged the fact that after you sign a big contract and get engaged to be married same year, that's going to be an L. All right. My man's distracted. And not only that, in the last few weeks of training camp, he injures his calf or his Achilles or something like that. Anytime you have that, you're going to be less mobile, less confident. And I think it was right at the first, that actually was the beginning of training camp that Joe Burrows got hurt. Is it Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow got hurt. And so you can't start the season with the Bengals with the big L like that. So the Bengals definitely going to be a surprise team, but the Browns are much more of a surprise. And Deshaun Watson looks really good. I mean, he looks really good. He's athletic. So, yeah, that's going to be a big surprise. The Ravens, big surprise. The reason why we got the Ravens there is although they had an easy time in their game, it was a no contest, the Ravens, and they're supposed to be the Super Bowl contender. People think the Ravens are going to come out of the AFC and win it all, but they played the Texans. They played them pretty decently, but one of the biggest surprises is one of their weapons is going to be out potentially for the remainder of the season, and that's going to be detrimental to them. If you've got a team that's going to win the Super Bowl, and everybody's like, they're going to get to the Super Bowl, you can't lose one of your weapons. And so lost to a ruptured Achilles, and for all intents and purposes, he's done for the year, all right? I mean, unless he comes back strengthened, ready to go, it could be back. I don't know if it's a partial tear or a complete tear. J.K. Dobbins. All right. That's tough. All right. And so you're going to have somebody fill that void, or else, your offense is going to be a little bit funny. So they got a new offensive coordinator, new offensive system. All of these players were supposed to play key roles, and one injury can send you. One injury can send you into a tailspin, but it could be a blessing in disguise. So that's why we got the Ravens there. The Buccaneers pick up a W against the Vikings. What did I tell you about the Vikings? Fool's gold. The Vikings in that division is going to be shit. All right. That division is a complete garbage. All right. Complete garbage, as they say. And so that opens up anybody winning that division. And I'm going to have to say, why are the Packers on there? The Packers should be a big win as well, or a big surprise, but maybe I got them in the big win later. All right, but the Buccaneers pick up a W on the road against the Vikings, who Kirk Cousins looks good. The Vikings look decent, but the Buccaneers pick up a W. All right, on the road. So you got to at least say that was a surprise. I don't know. Did Baker Mayfield play good? I have no idea. All right. The Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers, man, that was anybody telling me about Kenny Pickens? Kenny Pickens going to be that. Kenny Pickens going to be this. Kenny Pickens going to be that. Well, he wasn't that in week one. This is his second year. He's a good quarterback, but I told you the Steelers, man, I was like, the Steelers don't got it. Steelers aren't ready. And they proceeded to get abused by the 49ers. Abused. So the 49ers came out, put that stepped on their throat, stepped on their neck. Steelers don't look good at all. All right. They don't look good at all. And they did play lethargic. By the way, they were the home team and getting roasted like this. I think it was 23-0 at one point. They finished the game 30-7, but I think it was as much as 23-0. I mean, maybe 30-0. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Yeah, he's a solid quarterback. He's going to do well, but I don't know if he has it yet. But it's only his second year, and it's only his first game in the second year. The Seahawks. And with that, the Rams. How do the Rams beat the Seahawks? I mean, in Seattle with the 12th man. How do the Rams beat the Seattle Seahawks with the 12th man? The Rams don't have their wide receiver. They're kind of falling to pieces. The Rams, nobody expects anything from the Rams this year. All right, and they lose the division game right up front. So somebody said Geno Smith. Yeah, I hope he got his contract. Because Geno Smith, everybody was ranting and raving about Geno Smith. Well, he's Geno Smith. All right. I mean, come on. McVay may not want to coach no more. He might want to go home to that model that he got. He got his money. McVay did. So he was ready to retire after the Super Bowl and go bang on that model. I don't think McVay wants to coach no more. He need that child support money. McVay need that child support. All right. Did he have a baby by that model? Yeah, he better coach his ass off. I think the Seahawks did pay Geno. Yeah, man, dude, when you pay a quarterback, it's about to be booty cheeks. Cooper Kupp out. Yeah, man, it's a mess. Did McVay have a baby by that model? Let me pull her up. McVay's wife. You see if they had a baby. If he went half on a baby, it's a wrap. Yeah, he got him a model. Look at this ninja showing his teeth. Look at this ninja, McVay. Look at McVay. What are you doing, brother? Yeah.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
Yeah, he ain't trying to go, he ain't trying to do no job. Him trying to go bang his model wife. And she a European. Is she an Eastern European? Veronica Cromon. Yeah. Look at this ninja leaning in, body language. Look at this ninja leaning in. All right, look. He like, I need some money to keep this. I need some money to keep this pricey piece of calico. Yeah, look at him. Gumping. He gumping right now. He like, man, I need to get a dub real quick. Let me get this dub. All right. Timothy McVay. All right. Timothy McVay. Look at this piece of calico he got right here. Look at this. All right, look at this guy right here. Oh, and he's showing his teeth again. He grinning.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
He got him a flat back Supreme. Look at this ninja leaning in. Oh, her feet out too. Yeah, he coaching for his life. You know she gonna finesse this ninja. All right, did they have a baby? Poor guy. Don't tell me they had a baby. All right, because that he gonna have to coach forever then. Let me see if they got a baby. Let's see if he got a baby. All right. Well, they did have a kid. Or she pregnant right now. When is she ready to be due? She gonna give birth during 2023. All right, yeah, they're expecting their first kid. Y'all, it's a wrap for this ninja. Ring the bell. That's why he coaching hard. Yeah, this is 20 years of, he better start winning some games or he gonna be coaching the Arizona Cardinals. He gonna be coaching the Cardinals now. Look at this ninja. Damn, he's showing his teeth again. Damn, this ninja.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
Ish. This ninja all teeth. He's smiling ear to ear. McVay. All right, let's leave his wife alone. All right. It's a wrap, sir. McVay coaching for child support. Oh, man, poor guy. All right, what do we got here? So those are the surprises right now. Seattle Seahawks. That was a big L for y'all to take against the Rams in division at home. Can't give up L's like that. All right, what's going on here? Let's do week one losers. Week one losers. Oh, no, we're not doing losers yet. All right, don't worry, be happy. This is week one. Don't worry, be happy. Or don't worry, be sad. All right, your team was who they thought they were. Week one, your team is who they thought they were. The Bears. The Chicago Bears. Bruh. Chicago Bears. Wasn't somebody in here talking about Justin Fields, MVP? Who was that? Where are you at? All right. The Bears are sad. They sorry. And of course they play by Raiders, so we're going to see. They probably going to try to step their game up. Man, the Packers was digging in their chest. The Packers was digging in their chest. I lost a parlay because the Bears' sorry ass defense. I lost a fat parlay on the Bears. I needed y'all to play a little bit of D. You had Justin Field, you had that Jordan Love, whatever his name is, looking like an MVP. Ninja, you know how much money y'all cost me, the Bears? Your sorry ass defense. I had a parlay that was about to get me paid. I was about to get paid. I had a 3-game parlay, and that shit was a lock until the Bears stepped on the field. Oh my God. I took the under. I took the under on points. And they got, dude, I looked up halftime. I was good. It was like 7-3 at halftime. I was like, Then the Packers in the third, fourth quarter put up like 24. I was like, Nick, I didn't see the game, but they cost me. Yeah, somebody says if you hit, you had 22. Yo, if I hit, I was about to splash 5 figures too. I had a 5-figure splash. The Bears. The fucking Bears. All right, so they my biggest L. Don't worry, they're gonna be shitty all year long. And I hope they are. They cost me a damn watch. They cost me a wristwatch. All right, but anyway. Next, don't worry, the Broncos. The Broncos are gonna be all right. The Broncos will be all right. I think the Broncos are a decent team. They didn't have their receiving core there. And Russell Wilson was he was nickel and diming that ball up and down the field. Russell Wilson looked good, and he was basically going 100% completion rate for the entire game. And the thing is, he's playing emotionless, so he's not playing with emotion. He just he playing like a robot out there. He looked decent though. He made some big plays, and yeah. So I think the Broncos they're gonna be okay. They're gonna be okay. Anyway, Russell Wilson. All right, yeah. We got the Raiders on the biggest surprise. The Patriots, don't worry about them. They actually look good. The Patriots came within one play of beating the Eagles, essentially. The Eagles. I mean, if they get that first down and a 2-touch toe drag at the end of the game, they can basically take a shot into the end zone with about, less than a minute to go. So the Patriots look pretty decent, or the Eagles look sad. So anyway, that's what I look at. I think the Patriots will be all right. Don't worry about them. The Texans, don't worry about them. They're going to be shit. Okay. The Texans are going to be garbage. All right. So they're going to be booty cheeks, as they say. Don't worry about them. Like, don't get too hyped. All right. Don't get too hyped about the Texans. All right. Ravens rolled all over them. The Falcons. Don't worry about the Falcons. Somebody had to win that game. All right. Falcons fans, do not get hype on me. Chill out. Chill. All right. Don't get too up on this, Falcons. Take your win. Be all right. The Panthers, what else is going to happen? All right. Don't worry. Your team is not going to be any good. The Jaguars. All right. The Jags and the Colts. The Jags, they did what I thought they would do. So don't worry about them. They'll still be probably barely a playoff team. All right. I wouldn't expect anything more than that or less. The Colts, they were exactly who I thought they were. All right. Losing at home to the Jags like that in that fashion is not good. I told you. I mean, you got a rookie quarterback. Your running back ain't all the way there, feeling them. And somebody was in here hyping up the Colts, talk about check the statistics. All right. They told me to check the statistics on the Colts. They weren't going to do much. And then you got the Titans. The Titans, I would say don't worry on them. They look decent, but they don't have that much offensive firepower as well. So the Titans, I would say they'll be whoever they were. Yeah. All right. Richardson looked good, but, it's the Colts. All right. Biggest losers of the week. The New York Football Giants. The New York Football Giants they're the biggest losers this week. What they did yesterday, they look like a goddamn flag football team. They look pathetic. They will look absolutely pathetic. Not only are you at home, you get shut out in the rain by the Dallas Cowgirls. And I know Dallas fans, you're going to tell me how you were the biggest winners. You're up there. That was a good win. You look great. But let's just talk about how pathetic the Giants looked. Across the board, Daniel Jones, he looked terrible. You had receivers fumbling the ball left and right. You had Daniel Jones getting smush sacked. I mean, He was getting, I think he got sacked 7 or 8 times. A couple of these sacks, I mean, he got one blindside sack, which was an offside, by the way. But he got blindside sacked. Like the guard did not even try to help prevent. Oh my goodness. Yeah, NBC was big mad because they was like, nobody's watching this game. Fans were embarrassed, rained out, miserable weather. Nobody's sitting through that. Concession stands lost. NBC lost, right? That game, I think it was -3 or 3.5. Cowboys -3.5. Okay. In this situation here, which would have won my parlay, by the way, if the Bears would have, I would have won my parlay on the first quarter. All right. But the Bears screwed me over. But I would have been good now. I would have been flashing bling bling today. But the Giants, absolutely garbage. Big Bud Light pulled their ads, good. All right, I'm pissed off at the Bears. But the Giants, absolutely pathetic. Anybody that think the Giants is about to do something this year, I don't know how they bounce back after that tremendous loss. That was terrible. All right, the Bengals. The Bengals. You better hope Joe Burrow. Who do the Bengals got next week? Let me see who they got. The Bengals have the Ravens at home. Joe Burrow, it's panic time for the Bengals. Panic. It is panic time for the Bengals. All right, because your schedule, like the Raiders, our schedule is atrocious. But after week 1, our schedule don't look that bad. We had the 25th, we had the 4th hardest schedule in the NFL. But we get a win on the road. We got the Steelers coming in 2 weeks, and then we have at Buffalo. That's tough. But those were supposed to be 3 L's. That could be 2-1. That could save our season. Hopefully Pittsburgh's still playing shitty. But the Bengals got the Ravens next week. And Joe Burrow, if he doesn't play well, it's going to be panic time. And by the way, they did pull him at the end of the game. But I don't worry about that. He probably was injured. Joe Sorrow. Tough division. You got the Steelers, you got the Ravens, and wait a minute. Who did if they lose that game, that's 2 division losses. All right. KT King is in here talking shit. When the San Diego Superchargers got embarrassed. And by the way, we played the Chargers after we played the Steelers. So that's a dub. All right. So Ravens, if the Bengals lose, that would be 2 division losses. That's deadly for a playoff contention. That's deadly for a playoff contention because you want to get these interdivision wins. And that could be it. The Cardinals take an L. All right. The Cardinals lost to the who the Cardinals? Oh, the Commanders? Did they lose? The Commanders, fam. Oh. I told you the Cardinals are going to be terrible. And based on who I had as the pretenders or the automatic out, I had both teams. No, I had the Commanders automatically out, automatically disqualified. Actually had the Arizona Cardinals and automatically disqualified, and the Commanders in the bottom 4. And literally, the Commanders beat the Cardinals. It's a wrap for the Cards. It's a wrap. Forget it. Forget it. I mean, Cardinals might not bounce back. And of course, if they lose another one, they're going to be calling for that Murray guy's head. Who do the Cardinals have next week? We'll review schedules. Oh, they got the Giants. 2 batter of the losers right there. Biggest losers. We got the Giants and the Cardinals next week. All right. And then that's it for that. Let's go over the biggest winners and then we'll recap next week's games. Or no, we'll preview next week's games, but we'll get down to it once we know everybody's situation here. Biggest winners are going to be the Detroit Lions. They're still riding high. And they have the Seahawks at home. The Giants schedule looking pretty good. I'm sorry, the Lions schedule, not the Giants. The Lions schedule looking pretty good. That they got the Seahawks at home. That could be an opportunity to keep that momentum going and get into that playoff picture really quickly there. The Packers. Now, this is a situation where the Packers that good or the Bears that bad. This one I can't really tell. Because the Bears, I mean, they were getting their ass kicked until the end of the game. So I'm just thinking that maybe the Packers, we'll just give them the biggest winners this week. The Packers looking good. All right. Who do they have? We'll talk about it. Miami, big win on the road. Comeback win against the San Diego Superchargers or the Super Chokers. And Tua looked fantastic. They looked like they were put together. Their defense, pretty decent. Their defense is there. Yeah. The Bears were bad. Bears are terrible. All right, so Miami gets the biggest winner. The Cowboys obviously get a big winner, just embarrassing the Giants. I don't know how you show up for a week 1 game. And by the way, you know who else took a big L? Darren Waller. Darren Waller took a big L too because they was talking cash shit about Darren Waller, the Raiders, and he don't need the Raiders, and he gonna make the Raiders regret not keeping him. Not so much. Derek Carr with a W. We'll talk about that. Darren Waller gets a fat L and embarrassed. Raiders get a win. All right, so far, that was a good trade. Waller is their whole offense. And Jesus. Darren Waller definitely didn't get the biggest of the best of that trade so far. Who else? The Dallas Cowboys, definitely a big W. The 49ers came out looking unstoppable. As you guys know, that's my Super Bowl favorite for the NFC. And 49ers looked all of that. They looked all of that in the bag of Chips Ahoy. Watch out for the San Francisco 49ers, man. And they let up on the damn Steelers. To beat Steelers like that, man. Beat Steelers to death like that. It's crazy. The last winner is the New Orleans Saints. What did I tell you, gentlemen? The New Orleans Saints. I know people are going to hate on me. I told you, watch out for the Saints. The Saints are not playing around, all right? And I know people are like, they beat the they beat the Titans by 2. But that's the Tennessee Titans. Titans are definitely a playoff favorite. Defense stepped up. Derek Carr did exactly what he was supposed to do. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Manage the game, make no mistakes. Manage the game, make no mistakes. And he got that dub. So watch out for the Saints, man. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be a sleeper team. And I think their schedule is weak. They got the 4th weakest schedule in the NFL. And they got the most shittiest division in the NFL. All right, their division is terrible. As a matter of fact, let me look at the standings here, what their division did. All right, let me go to the NFC. We'll put it up on the board here. Put the standings up. All right, we have the Saints. Where is it at? All right, so everybody got a dub there. All right, Falcons, Bucks. We know they're going to be trash. Just wait. Saints will get up in there. All right, that division is horrible. Puke. All right, look at that. The Falcons, Bucks, Saints, and Panthers. Saints will come out of that division right there. Packers, Lions get a dub. Vikings take an uncharacteristic L. All right, look at the Rams up there. That's fool's gold. Rams, don't get too excited right here. Don't get too excited. The Giants, forget it. They'll be at the bottom forever. And shout out to the Eagles. Did I put the Eagles up there? They deserve some accolades. Why didn't they get no love? I would put them on the don't worry list. They should be on the don't worry list. Eagles will be all right. They just had a tough time with the Patriots. So the Eagles are in the don't worry category. Apologies for not putting them up there. AFC, Bills, Jets. We'll give our prediction here at the end. We got the Raiders up here. By the way, this is supposed to be flipped. Everybody probably would have predicted that this would be in the opposite order, with these 3 teams getting the dub and the Raiders taking that L. So we'll stay up on top. We'll stay up on top. AFC Norte. The Browns, Ravens. All right, this doesn't, Yep. Bengals should have won, but yep, okay. All right, AFC South, trash. AFC South is absolute trash. All right, which one of these teams are going to win? All right, these teams will finish at the bottom. Yep, as predicted. Jags and Titans. All right, interesting enough. Yeah, AFC South booty. The whole NFC and AFC South, they should just combine. I probably would think they'll combine have more or less wins than anybody in one division. One division is going to have way more wins than any South team. They don't play football in the South, I suppose. All right. Let me see here. Let's go over next week's schedule and then make some early predictions and see where teams land. Then we'll give you the prediction for tonight's game. All right. Next week, we got Vikings and Eagles. All right. That's actually a good come up. That should be a good game. Vikings looking to rebound. If they don't rebound, they go 0-2. All right. We're going to have Stephon Diggs, or not Stephon Diggs. No. I'm thinking of somebody here. I'm thinking of somebody wrong here. But anyway, we're going to have somebody panicking there. Eagles could come off on top. Eagles at home. All right. That looks like a good pick. Ravens in Baltimore. Ravens in the Bengals. Bengals, you're on the clock. All right. If you don't win that game, it's going to be a long season. Ravens need to come off on top to stay a Super Bowl contender. Sea Hags in the Lions. Lions, this is your chance. 2-0. Geno Smith is the New York Jet, Geno Smith. Or he can come out of his stupor there. The Texans and the Colts. Somebody got to win. Somebody's got to win that game. All right, that game, just throw the whole game away. All right, the battle of either one of these teams are going nowhere. The Bears and the Yucks. All right, the Bears and the Yucks, another game. That somebody's got to win that game. If the Bears lose it, that's a wrap for their season. If the Bears lose that game, it's a wrap. Tampa Bay can go 2-0. That would be a major surprise. The Chiefs and the Jags. All right, Kansas City's got an opportunity. They got 10 extra days between the game. They should come out victorious there. If they don't, it's panic time. And I would love to see the Chiefs 0-2. Packers and Falcons, that gives Jordan Love an opportunity to go 2-0. I think that is going to be a dub for them, or we're going to see the real Jordan Love down in Atlanta. And if Atlanta starts off 2-0, sheesh, there goes your chance to get a Heisman Trophy quarterback in the NFL draft. All right, the Raiders and the Bills, 10 a.m. That means my morning stream on Sunday when I go on locals. We're going to have to go earlier, 10 a.m. game. Let me tell you, the Raiders and 10 a.m. East Coast games are no good, okay? When the Raiders play at 10 a.m. in their white unis on the road, it's normally not good. Now, I can tell you, when we played the Steelers recently, we actually did well. That was, I think, last year. That was one of the only time I've seen them do well at 10 a.m. games. I mean, you guys got to understand. That's 7 a.m. on the West Coast. That's going to be bad news. All right, depending on what the Bills do today. The Chargers and the Titans. Man, look, KT King, where you at, buddy? The Chargers lose this game, they're going to be crying, right? And the Tennessee Titans are a contender. The Chargers lose this game. This is exactly what I want. All right, I need them to lose, and that could be 0-2 for the Chiefs and the Chargers, possibly. San Diego Superchargers. Oh, my goodness. The 49ers and Rams, that'd be a good game. We're going to see if the Rams are for real. Obviously, 49ers should take that. In the house that the stadium's going to be 90% 49er fans. So the Rams are going to be basically playing a standard road game in SoFi Stadium. It will be all red in that stadium. And the 49ers should show out. Giants and Cardinals, somebody's got to win. Based on this one, I'm thinking the Arizona Cardinals sneak by. The Jets and the Cowgirls. If the Jets lose today, they'll lose to the Cowgirls too. So Dallas, but don't worry, Dallas will still not make the playoffs. Okay. Dallas still not going to make the playoffs. All right. They still going to get eliminated by the last week. But 2-0 start. And if their defense shows up, we're going to see what Aaron Rodgers got today. I'm not high on Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. The Commanders and the Broncos, please God, I hope the Commanders beat the Broncos. All right. That would be fantastic. Probably not. But Denver plays another home game. And possibly they might be able to run mile high all over the Commanders. Commanders are going to be booty cheeks, although the Commanders picked up the dub against the damn Cardinals. All right, what do we got here? The Dolphins and the Patriots should be a good game. Should be a good game. Patriots should be a good game there. The Miami wins, they're going to be a big-time contender. Somebody said the Jets are good. Yeah, but we haven't seen them yet. We haven't seen the Jets. We'll see the Jets tonight. They're unknown, though. They're unknown. Saints and Panthers. Saints 2-0. Saints 2-0. Weakest schedule. The weakest schedule, one of the weakest schedules in the league. Saints go 2-0 over the Panthers. And then now you're going to see I'm cooking with hot fish grease. Browns and Steelers. Man, if the Steelers lose, man, again, that's going to look like last year. Can't count them out. Steelers got to figure it out. Mike Tomlin will get them together. Browns could go 2-0. I'm thinking that the Steelers don't get it together. Cleveland Browns got a lot of confidence. I'm thinking Cleveland Browns, and that's a Monday night game. Sunday night game is Dolphins and Patriots. Okay. Dolphins, Patriots for Sunday night. I'm not interested in any of those games right there. Browns with the dub. All right. Anyway. KT King wants me to do what? Yeah, if Derek Carr shows up, this is an easy 2-0. Easy 2-0. Saints about to breeze through it, and then they get the Packers. Then the Saints get the Buccaneers. Hey, man, I'm telling you, watch out for the Saints. Their schedule is made for this. All right, what do we got here? We got the NFL game of the week here. That's called Monday Night Football. That's going to be tonight. That's going to be the Jets and the Buffalo Bills. All right, I'm going to say right now, at the Jets, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where the Jets play, honestly. All right, they don't have a home field advantage. They're like the Chargers. If you want to know what the Jets are like and you're from the West Coast, the Jets are like the Chargers. All right, they're the Chargers. So they share a stadium. They share MetLife with the Giants. It's really the Giants stadium, but they share the stadium. Nobody gives a damn. Like they have no home field advantage. The Jet fans, yeah, they like the Clippers in the Staples Center. They're like the Clippers in the Staple. They're just visitors in their own stadium. They're a visitor in their own stadium. It's not really their stadium. It's the Giants stadium. They kind of just piggyback. Can we share the stadium too with you? That's the Jets. We want to share your stadium. All right. Look, man, how many Jets fans we have in here today? They talking mad shit. All right, Jets. Hey, what was the name of your previous stadium? Hey, Jets. What was the name of your previous stadium? Anyone? Let me see what the Jets got. Jets, what was the name of your previous stadium before you moved into the new MetLife? What was the name of the other stadium? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it was called Giant Stadium. Yeah, so I wasn't wrong. Tom Brady's house, too. Tom Brady. Oh, man. See, you share. It was the Giant Stadium. Mm-hmm. Oh, Shea Stadium. Now you're going way back. I'm talking about the Meadowlands. It was the Giant Stadium. All right. But anyway, shout out to the Jets. Hey, man, the Jets got to win today. They got to beat Buffalo. Buffalo, then, let me see, because who do the Jets have next week? Give me a second here. I'm trying to pull up who the Jets have in week 2. See if it's do or die. Cowboys. By the way, the Jets schedule was pretty hard, difficult. They have one of the hardest schedules in the league. All right. So, yeah, that's their problem right there. All right. Yeah, that's their problem. So I think the Jets have to win. Buffalo plays. Who do they have? The Raiders. Okay. So it's not a must win for them, but it's definitely a must win for the Jets. We're going to see, man. We're going to see what we got next week. Yeah. Buffalo can't go 0-2 because, their receiver is going to start. He's already malcontent right now. He's already messed up. And then they're already thinking this is their last chance. So, yeah, I got Buffalo beating the Jets tonight. Much win. That's going to take the Jets into a situation where they got to beat the Cowboys. That's my earlier. But until we see the Jets, we just don't know. We don't know. We don't know. If the Jets win this week, all right, they might be legit team. I'm hoping they're legit. Then if they go in and get legit, then we got a good AFC. They can win that division. If they beat Buffalo, yeah, they can win that division because New England, Miami, this is going to be it. They got a tough division. They got a tough one. But anyway, Clippers fans. All right, somebody said, if the Jets win, you go PayPal be first thing. Okay. Shout out to the actual King Smith. He says Ravens Nation over on PayPal. Ravens. The Ravens Nation. So, yeah, man. Look, who do the Ravens have? Just real quick. I know I already discussed it. Who do they have next week? Oh, Bengals. Ravens looking good, man. They're definitely going to be and they're definitely going to be a playoff team. Right? But they got to stay healthy. All right. Anyway, man, thanks for joining me for the sports show. That was a quickie. KT King is irate already. KT King, know his season is on the line. He looking at week 5. All right, they on the line. Titans, oh my goodness, you done. 10 a.m. Titans, it's a wrap for the Chargers. All right, hit the like button on the way out, brothers, and we out of here. Peace.